Now, over the recent weeks, Newsfirst made attempts to contact the Minister of Development Strategies and International Trade and officials at the Ministry for clarification over issues surrounding the Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement. All our attempts to contact them were unsuccessful. However, today, Minister Malik Samarawickrama issued a media release to clarify matters surrounding the Free Trade Agreement.
The media release from the minister goes on to state the Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement was prepared based on the national trade policy approved by Cabinet in August 2017. However, in a letter to Cabinet on the 8th of January 2018, the President stresses the FTA must be based on the national trade policy approved in July 2017. Moreover, Cabinet spokesperson Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said Sri Lanka does not have a national trade policy.
Does the government have a parliament-approved national trade policy?
There is no such policy. There are many other national policies that need to be prepared. If this is so, where is the Cabinet-approved national trade policy as mentioned by Minister Malik Samarawickrama? Is the Cabinet spokesperson not aware of the national trade policy? The media release goes on to state the agreement was prepared taking into account the observations made by 14 ministers regarding the free trade agreement. Therefore, what happened to the observations made by Chandima Weerakkodi?
In my observation to Cabinet over this matter, I have expressed my objection in writing to entering into this agreement that poses harm to the local industries and the present system of the country.
Minister Malik Samarawickrama in his statement rejects the allegations made by certain politicians and a group that claims to be professionals based on wrong information.
As the National Alliance of Professionals together with the business community requested from the government to establish a national trade policy before they arbitrarily enter into these agreements and therefore call for discussions. To us professionals, it is clear that Minister Malik Samarawickrama is carrying out this process using corrupt officials.
Singapore Sri Lanka වෙළඳ කිවිසුම මගින් ලංකා
It is clear the Sri Lanka-Singapore Free Trade Agreement makes provision for many harmful products to enter the country. We kindly request Minister Malik Samarawickrama to not waste by issuing media releases and moving away from the issue. We are aware that there are 12 government officials who you consulted for this. Please come for an open debate along with them. If you do not, it will be clear that certain people are not directly involved in this fraudulent agreement. We request you not to move away from this. Since 2013, we have been calling for a legal framework on international agreements.
අන්තර්ජාතික වෙළඳාම සම්බන්ධයෙන් සිබිතු නීති රාමු ඉල්ලා සිටින වෘත්තීය බවද අපි